Good evening, all. Yeah, this is Richard Joshi from Trivandrum. I'm working with SBI Life Insurance as a AVP, Inspection Audit Department. About myself, about insurance experience, I can say I've completed 25 years plus, first in 14 years in marketing and next the 12 years in Inspection Audit Department. And really thanks to Mr. Subramanian sir for giving an opportunity to share about what is cyber insurance. Okay, let me share my window. Share my window. Yes. I hope this is
visible, sir.
yeah, visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, this is what we are going to discuss: cyber insurance highlights. What is cyber and cyber insurance? Who requires cyber insurance? Why cyber insurance, which is covered and not in cyber insurance? Typed in valuable information and cyber threats. What are the things to be covered under cyber insurance? Why? Because the maximum or the most valuable things which should be covered under cyber insurance and top causes of cyber attacks as well as top five data privacy. Why? Because now not only just like that to protect our thing, what are the top five data privacy laws of the universe that we are going to see? Okay. First, we'll see what is cyber. Cyber, I hope everyone in this who have joined, you'll be well versed about cyber. Still, I want to tell something, a few synapses about cyber. Cyber refers to anything which is related to computer, networks, or digital technology. Whatever it is related to computer or networks or digital technology. What is cyber security? Whatever we called as cyber, we have to protect that. That is cyber security, which protects the systems, networks, and data from digital attack as well as or unauthorized access. Not only digital attack, unauthorized access also should be there. What is cyberspace? Cyberspace is nothing but the virtual environment where online communication and digital interaction occurs, where the data transfers are there, or we can say the data inputs we have given. Okay, where a person who is giving his personal PII, personal identifiable information, or might be a very very important data which should not be shared to someone or which should not be revealed to other than the authorized person. Okay, and that such type of data which has been shared in cyberspace. Okay, and cybercrime is nothing but the illegal activities conducted through the internet, which is violating such as hacking, phishing, and identity theft. This mostly our people will be knowing what is hacking, phishing, and identity theft. And a cyber threat is a potential risk to data and digital systems. This is what is very important, and including malware, ransomware, and phishing attacks. Okay, we'll move on to next one. The cyber ethics, cyber awareness, warfare, and cyber insurance and cyber law. Ethics is nothing but what we have to follow during these transactions. It might be during sharing your data, or how we said what is cyber security, like that. What are the ethics should be followed as per the privacy. Now, as we discussed, no, it might be a law or regulation even within the company. Also, there will be some set of guidelines or circulars will be there. Cyber awareness, everyone should know about what is cyber and the issues faced or the hacks or the damage which is happening. To avoid that, what is required? It is cyber awareness and cyber warfare use of digital attacks by nation. It is not about only individual or a person or a company. It is nation or a group of disturb damage or control other nation infrastructure or resources. It might be just like that. It might be affect their what technology we can say, or hijacking or somewhere their military datas like that. That is of nation wise or a group district. Okay, cyber insurance, which provides to business for financial losses due to cyber attacks. There's nothing but whatever we saw. If any impact to get a immediate, just like how insurance is there for health insurance, life insurance, similar to that, cyber insurance is there where any losses due to business, immediate impact or financial losses due to cyber attack or data breaches. That is cyber insurance. Cyber law is nothing but legal framework that regulates digital activities, data protection, privacy, and cybercrime preventions. These are the cyber laws where to restrict any or to give a proper guidance, we can say, or any legal activities against a person who has done any cyber crime, we can say, or cyber hacking, whatever is it, right? What is cyber insurance? Yes, we saw a synopsis about what is cyber. Now what is cyber insurance? Cyber insurance, as earlier said, how life insurance, health insurance, or general insurance is there. You know that life is covered a person, health, it's for personal health related issues, as well as general, it might be your property, might be your car, whatever it might be. Similar to that, cyber insurances typically covers immediate financial loss due to cyber incidents, but may not cover internal vulnerabilities, known issues, or which is internal vulnerabilities is nothing but sorry, where you'll be knowing that it will happen, still you have not taken any proactive things to mitigate the risk, we can say. Okay, known issue. We know that will happen, but still we have not taken anything. Or certain intangible assets. It will be like that. It assists business in safeguarding. As we said that its main focus is to give financial losses, safeguarding against financial losses resulting from cyber incidents. What are the things? That is, one is data breaches will be there, financial losses, ransomware attacks, and other digital threats. Okay. These are the things which will be covered under cyber insurance. Will more. I say that what is coverage in cyber insurance? What is coverage? It's nothing but policy which covers what are the types of or what are the things which will be covered. It might be data recovery, legal fees which should be paid in case of um, cyber attack to particular thing who have covered under the policy, notification to affect parties, and public relation efforts, whatever is there. Some policies may also cover business interruption and extortion payments. We'll discuss a little bit more on upcoming slides. Okay. And also, cyber insurance is a risk management. Yes, many insurance require business to implement strong cyber security practices, which is as a condition to coverage, encourage better overall cyber hygiene. Okay, it's a risk management factor. We can say yes to protect, or if any high value demands are there due to ransomware or some legal regulatory will penalize. Regulator will penalize now. Why? Because all over the world, every company every country they have their own policies for data protection. That also we'll see later on. Incident response is cyber insurance often includes access to resources such as photonic experts, legal advisors, and public relations consultant to help manage and contain cyber incidents. Immediately, we have to respond to the incident, which company it might be. It should maybe require a photonic expert to identify or investigate, might be a legal advisor or a public relation consultants. Type of policies, it is type of policies also little bit more is there, but mainly we can say it is the first party and a third party coverage. First party is the direct loss to the business, and for third party claims made by other affected by a breach. Okay, some more type of policies we'll discuss in upcoming slides, as I said. And exclusions of some policies may exclude coverage for certain types of attacks. Not only there, not only in cyber insurance, every insurance there will be exclusion, which will be mentioned in the policy itself. And they'll say before taking the policy itself, they'll say these are the excluded. Okay, might be nation state cyber attack or pre-existing vulnerabilities which has not been addressed by the respective company or the concern or might be a business owners, that also will be considered as exclusions. Okay. What is about cyber insurance? Little bit more. It's a growing demand. Why? Because nowadays, chain snatching or a robbery or a bank, when you are coming out of bank, theft is waiting with a bike and he run away with your cash. It's not like that. More than that, now your cyber, what the data, it's more valuable than any. It might be currency or gold, or might be a valuable metals. As cyber threat become more prevalent, demand for cyber insurance is increasing, especially among small and not only big, it is small as well as medium-sized business that may lack in-house cyber resources. Why? Because high business or high volume business, they'll be having a lot of what reserve for their risk management. A part of risk management, they may take cyber insurance also. But even for small and medium, as we said that data protection acts, laws, so many uh, countries has been implemented. Even in India, last DPDPA, digital protection, sorry, uh,
Digital
digital
personal data protection.
personal data
Personal
protection
data
acts.
data
Thank
protection.
you, thank you. Digital protection data protection act, which is already they have passed in August 2023, and it might be implemented very shortly as it has been expected to launch, might be in this month or might be in next month. Okay. Cost factors, the premium which is going to be charged by the insurer, that is the cost. What type of insurance cover based on that? What are the items to be covered? We can say what are the criteria. Based on that, your cost might increase in premium. Why? Because it might be a company size will be there, industry, what type of industry it is, previous any incidents already it is incurred, but still they want to. Why? Because to safeguard the future thing, they'll check for the previous, they'll take an insurance. So from the insurer, they want to cover up for future losses. As an insurer, they'll check is there any previous incidents happen and how much loss is there. Okay? And the level of existing cybersecurity measures, which already whether they are having proper antivirus, any firewall is there, proper um, what block or risk management, proper risk analysis has been done. Like that, everything there is to see, and the cost may differ based on their quality of control, which is already in exist. Evolving industry, it's an evolving industry. Cyber insurance, as we said, what the data become more valuable than a metal or a currency. It's evolving. Growing demand is there as it is a evolving industry field, and insurers continually adapting policies and coverage options to address new types of cyber risk. Why? Because each and every day cyber attack, it's in different way. It's not in one way, and new things which has been identified by or it has been implemented, or they are coming out with that hackers are coming out with new types of risk, how to attack whatever is there, they'll try to inject in between any of your server wherever it is uh, weak. Okay? And regulatory impact, as we said, in many regions, data protection law mandate reporting for breaches, making cyber insurance a valuable assets for managing Regulatory compliance. Yes, this is now it's a very, very vital thing in all over the world. Every country, as we said, a different type of based on their region and their part, it is implemented or it is law has been enforced. Uh, Yes. Who needs cyber insurance? It's a computer scam. Yes. What are the who are required this cyber insurance? Business of all sizes. Yes, small, medium, high, big, whatever is there. Right? Healthcare providers, financial institution, government agencies, educational institutions, and high revenue companies. Okay. What is business of all sizes? Companies that handles electronic data like customer contact details, PII, and payment info can benefit from cyber insurance. E-commerce business, in particularly, may face financial losses by cyber-related downtime. Okay. Yes. Sorry. There's an interruption of that. Contact details, wherever is there, now, wherever the data is collected from a customer, like contact details, pay, what is personal identifiable information about my date of birth, might be my PAN card, my name, my health history, okay, my bank details, my Aadhaar details, all will be considered as personal identifiable information. In an insurance company, normally they used to collect all the details, name, date of birth, age, your height, weight, might be life insurance or might be health insurance. Similar to that, what they'll ask, what type of e- data you collected from a customer? What are the data which is vulnerable? Might be bank data. Only name is there. Something else which is not there is no date of birth. That maybe have a less risk. If you have date of birth, his health history, his financial details, and his other details, PAN details, whatever is there, maybe some facial also now they are facial recognition. Some companies are having or some things which to give authentication that also will be there where I that entire things has been captured similar to other that also is there. Okay. Even some companies they are having facial recognition or thumb, whatever is there. It might be misused if the hackers access the data of employee or your customer, whatever it might be. Healthcare providers with sensitive patent data of risk, healthcare companies are frequently target of cyber threats. As we said, yes, cyber insurance helps cover costs associated with data breaches and regulatory compliance. Healthcare providers, we said, yes, they'll collect all health related information. What is the impact if they are collecting? They may give, yes, unwanted, they may produce, based on that, the medicines might be provided. It will be, they'll collect the data and they can sell it out. Okay. Financial institution, banks and credit unions manage critical personal data, making the prime cyber attack targets. Yes, we'll be knowing that personal data in healthcare and financial institution. Healthcare, including health details, will be there, but in financial institutions, we can say the name, identification, every PII of name, date of birth, that what wherever you go now in India, you have to, it is mandate to give your Aadhaar. Might be in other countries, your social security number, passport number, whatever is there, that is very risk to if it is disclosed or it is hacked by the third party. And cyber insurance can offset financial damages from such attacks. This is why the cyber insurance is required. Uh, Government agencies, yes, handling vast amount of private informations. Government institutions benefit from cyber insurance to protect against attack and maintain service continuity. Why? Because if there is even a financial institution, if they hack and if they interpret, that means there is where you cannot access your, for example, bank has been hacked or any ransomware attack has been done. 2 3 days a customer cannot use his transaction. He cannot withdraw money, he cannot deposit, he cannot use online transaction, anything, everything is blocked. Then that will be affected. Government agency normally they'll have all those type of what are the sensors, everything will be there. That also will be uh, covered, the data which has been collected. Educational instance, yes, school, university, what type of there also they'll collect personal data, academic data will be there. Then candidate details, other DOB will be, the date of birth will be there, and their what parents details will be there. Their income details will be there. High revenue companies are nothing but large organization with substantial revenue or attractive targets of cyber crimes. Cyber insurance helps protect against financial losses from breach and attacks. That's all. Well, more. Yes, this is what. Why cyber insurance? If you see the reason company purchase cyber security insurance is 40% is around against another company in the same industry. Another 40% recommended after any incident happened. Once incident happened, immediately they'll go, "Arey, go and purchase that," right? And 20% only others. So as I have given below, okay? And top causes of loss, we can see that ransomware is topping the table. It's 29%. Unknown, 17%. Business email compromise. Yes, email compromise, where it can be anyone can send one word mail with a link. Um, Anyone, if they click that, then their data has been hacked by it. Hackers are there, unspecified events, unknown event and unspecified events. We doesn't know. All of a sudden it will happen. And staff mistake. A company where a person working due to their mistake, it might be hacked. Okay, phishing is just 4%. Theft of money also 3%, malware, and also 3%. Legal action, privacy breach, and employees 2%. Okay, so already we are given below. And this is what distribution of cyber attacks worldwide in this is 2022 data. What type of industries has been affected? First, 24% leading with that is manufacturing. Manufacturing company is the first one. Finance and insurance 18.9%, and professional business and customers is 14. Energy, retail world, yes, education, healthcare, government, it's coming down. And media and telecom is 0.5% only there. Here we are going to see which is covered under cyber insurance. There is two types there. One is direct cost and indirect cost. Okay. Indirect cost. Sorry, I'm having a little bit cold issue. Okay. Indirect costs, we can say that system restorations and the expenses of photonic analysis. It is not that, and indirect causes is regulatory fees, which is might be penalty imposed to the company, and legal fees is where it should be addressed, and reputational damages. Yes, due to that, your company name can be damaged, or your reputation, company reputation may come down among the customers. Okay. One is ransomware payment, cost to be meet extortion demands and customer notification, expenses for informing customer about security breaches, customer to be notified, and legal fees coverage for privacy violation and lawsuits, photonic hiring experts to investigate and recover compromised data, data recovery, restoring lost and or altered data, system repair, repairing and replacing damaged IT systems, credit monitoring, providing credit monitoring to affected customers. Okay?
Mr. Richard, can I stop you for a question here before I forget?
Yes, please.
If you go back to your previous slide, you mentioned direct cost and indirect cost.
Yeah.
What is the general ratio or the split in the cyber insurance between direct cost and indirect cost, sir?
What is the, sorry, sir?
Ratio. Is it 50-50 or 60-40? How is it
No,
calculated
that
for?
is based on the insurance company and the policy which has been opted by. So it will differ from policy to policy, and company also it will differs. Where the insurance company is there now, it will differs. In general, it is direct cost will be around direct cost will be 60 and indirect cost will be around 40%. Why?
Okay.
Because we know that it is direct costs is indirect costs is only fees and regulatory fines, right?
Yeah.
What is the main thing which we are going to affect it, no, right?
Hmm.
Why? Because a company might that regulator may impose as per DPDPA up to 250 crores and be what penalized.
Yeah.
So that based on that, no, it may differ to company as well as the policy to policy. As you know that as a insurance, term insurance will might be, if you, I don't know, just in a life insurance I can give a quote that term insurance premium will be less but your coverage will be more,
More. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
So the
In next
coverage must be
traditional,
decided at
like that.
so,
Sorry,
right.
come again, sir.
No. So the coverage for each of these categories must have been decided by the time of taking the insurance, isn't it? When that
Yes,
Correct.
upper
Absolutely.
limit would have
and
been
the
fixed.
acceptance and the
Yeah.
offer allowed by the insurer.
So it talks about the exposure level also, is it here? Here also
Yes,
the exposure level also is taken into account.
exposure, risk exposure, exactly, sir, you're right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, sir. Shall we move on to next slide, sir?
Yes, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, as you said, cyber insurance limitations. Most policies are unlikely to cover a system failure due to negligence, improper configuration, inadequate maintenance. Human error incident caused by poor configuration or mishandling of assets. Poor configuration, yes. Pre-existing breaches, even that happened before the policy was in effect, that will not be covered. Insider attack, cyber incidents caused by employee or insider. Non-cyber infrastructure failures not due to intentional cyber attacks. Ignored vulnerability. Sorry, just a minute. Yes. Ignored vulnerabilities, known issues that were not addressed before a breach. As that earlier itself, I said, for example, you can say improper configuration or any antivirus should be updated properly. It is not updated. Why? Because there is a connectivity issues and the patch has not be updated properly, which is not identified or it is not noticed by the employer or by the person who's handling over there. Okay, some in some companies where patches will be pushed from centralized HO to, it might be lower level, might be a zone level, regional level, or branch level, where they'll be having one system where they'll push everything. Why? Because pushing the patches centralized to all each and everything, every system in a separate manner, it will be difficult. So they'll push in one system in that particular office, and from there, mm, from that one system, it will be installed in or it will be updated to, if it is a 12 system or 15 system or 50 is there, one will be pushed and from one that 49 will be updated. Okay, and which it might be that only, if it is not pushed from one to another 49, it is ignored. The duty of the particular person is to check whether it has been updated as per the company policy. Okay, system upgrades, cost for security improvements or system hardening. Intellectual property loss, yes, if it is a what any we can say that mm, due to trade secrets or other intangible assets, it might be what we can say is um, patent right patent the pattern which has been taken away, or if it is like that, it will not be that. And top 10 valuable information and cyber threats. What are the top 10 valuable information which should be addressed? Okay. Valuable information is nothing but customer information. Yes. Financial information. Next one is the top. Strategic planning, board member information. Yes. Board member information. Yeah. A mail has been pushed in the name of board member, and so you have to complete this session within this. You install this or something else. If it is done, then a person who doesn't, that awareness, if cyber awareness is not done immediately, or from a reporting manager who sits in a different state or different country, if he doesn't know about the cyber awareness, it may impact customer password, R&D information. These are the top 10, we can say. And supplier information. If the top 10 cyber threats, we can say first one will be phishing, second one malware, next one attacks, cyber attack to steal money, fraud, cyber attacks, spam, internet attacks, natural disaster, and espionage. Types of insurance. First party coverage, second party coverage is there, network security liability coverage is there, cyber extortion coverage, and business interruption coverage, cyber crime coverage. We'll see a little bit on this. What is first party? It's nothing but coverage losses directly affecting the insured business, a particular business which is affected directly, such as cost from data breaches, system repairs, and business interruption due to particular cyber incident. What is third party coverage? Which protects against claims made by clients or other third parties affected by a cyber incident. Coverage legal fees, settlements, and liability costs. What is network security liability coverage? It covers related to network security failures such as malware infection, DOS attack, and unauthorized access, protecting the business from lawsuits or claim due to data leakage or breaches. This all criteria will be on the acceptance and offer level. Whether it is a security failures, malware infection, thus only malware is there, or only ransomware is there. It will be based on before acceptance and issuance of in between the insurer and the insured. And premium, as we said, based on that, a premium may differ. If the risk coverage is lesser, then the insurer will claim lesser. As you said, it is right based on the risk criteria and the value of that. Cyber extortion coverage provides financial protection in case of a ransomware or other cyber extortion, covering ransom payments and costs to investigate and restore systems, especially for ransomware. And business interruption coverage. Yes, there may be a loss of income due to this cyber incident, which will compensate for lost income and extra expenses if a cyber incident disrupt normal operations, helping with costs like payrolls and regular downtime. Rent during downtime. Then last one is cyber crime coverage, protect against financial losses from cyber crimes like phishing, fraud, and unauthorized fund transfers, providing reimbursements for stolen funds or assets. This is what cyber crime coverage. As I said, we'll see there's a top 5 global data privacy law. First is general GDPR, which is European Union. 2018, they have implemented. It's for all European Union countries. It is implemented. And DPDP Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act, which is in India. It is already act has been passed, but still it is not implemented. It might be soon, expecting very soon. And CCPA, Central Customer Protection Authority, so of California 2020 law, and LGPD, Legal D, Protaco D DAD-DOS, which is of Brazil, that also implemented in 2020. PIPL, Personal Information Protection Law, which is of China, 2000 law and set for 2023 implementation. Our DPDPA last year 2023 law has been passed and it expecting to be implemented from next few days also might be we can say, right? And a recap, it's all about this importance of cyber insurance. Yes, critical role of cyber insurance plays in mitigating financial risks associated with cyber attacks. Whatever the cyber attacks might be, as we discussed, might be small, all types of small, medium, high. It is going to be there. Financial risk will be covered, and overall overage coverage and overview. Sorry, over coverage and overview. Recap of key coverages. We saw that what is first party, second party, everything is there. Network we saw, including data breach response, business interruption, and cyber extraction. Regulatory compliance, yes, we have discussed about what are the regulated different top five we have discussed now. And generally, we can say GDPR and GDPR is the maximum which been focused in um, even that EU, entire EU companies, not only who's using their data. That means if we are using, sorry, not only in their company, if we are accessing their from India, we also will be covered under that GDPR. Okay. And risk management, yes, it is a risk management integration to cover up the loss which may happen due to cyber attack or any cyber incident. As as a risk management, cyber insurance will be sub part of risk management and selecting of right policy. Yes, as per my requirement. If I am a company, as per my requirement, it will be limited. And whatever I am opting, that will be the coverage will be limited by the insurer also. It is applicable to insurer too. Okay. Tips of uh, choosing the right policy, including evaluation coverage options, exclusions. Yes, we saw what are the exclusion, what are the coverage also we saw, and the limits. Okay. This is all about this. Really, thanks to all for joining this. It is not for watching. Thanks for joining, and you've been so
Richard,
patient to. Yes,
I have few
yes, sir.
questions. May I ask the questions?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah, I'll try to
Just a minute. Let
combine this
me
question.
stop sharing. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's.
I have few questions. I'll just combine them and then you can answer. So I understand SBI offers these insurances in India.
No, no.
What are
This
the
is
other?
SBI is not offering any insurance. Sorry,
It
this
doesn't.
is a
Okay.
general thing. SBI, there are insurance, but that is life insurance is there, general insurance is there, and it is not about a cyber insurance. Till now, SBI has not come up with something. Cyber insurance, I've
Okay.
kept one slide for that top five, but I've removed later. Why? Because it is irrelevant to this topic. Who is doing business? Just we want to give some synopsis about what is cyber insurance. Actually,
Okay.
we are
Okay.
not,
In India,
that means
I have seen.
SBI or
Hmm.
SBI Life. Actually, SBI Life is a subsidiary company only, which has been started
Right.
by SBI and other except bank, all are subsidiary company only. Might be
Okay.
SBI Life Insurance, General Insurance, or might be what security who's dealing with housing loan, whatever is there.
Yeah. So in India, I have seen HDFC Ergo provides insurance. I was
Yeah,
wondering what other companies or financial institutions provide this kind of cyber insurance. And the other question is related question is that do they provide cyber insurance only to companies or to individuals also? Because nowadays a lot of individuals are targeted with cybercrime, and there is a huge loss. So, is anybody still offering individual
I
insurances
hope
for
so.
cyber?
Till now, that individual policy is not available in India. Hope soon, if DPDP Act is implemented, everyone they may come up little bit the knowledge or awareness about the cyber security. No, they may take this.
Okay. The second question was, see, whoever is offering these insurances, it's a I mean, the nature of this insurance is very technical. So the
Yeah,
underwriting and after loss, the forensic investigations, that
yeah,
needs to be done by a specialized team. So
yeah.
do they have the internal capability to do that, or do they,
No, it might
get
be
it done by a
how
third
the
party?
reinsurance part also is there. No, they might not
Mhm.
be take the full part. Some will be that whichever is tolerance level is there. No, that risk which is taken from their part, and the expenses which if it is the volume is more, sure it the particular insurance company will go for a reinsurer also. Okay.
The
The
insurance,
premium
yeah.
will be paid directly by the insurance only. That means the payment to the forensic investigation or whatever is there now. It might be if it is legal, then the agency may differ.
Yeah, yeah. My question was, these are done by the agency itself, or do they give it to some third party, or subcontract to some third party to get it done?
It is about the company. If they are having, for example, in our company, in our life insurance company, the people who are internal audit for fund, we can say that some particular we cannot say that we cannot mention some XYZ. I can say that some will be handled by internal team. Okay,
Mhm.
some investigation will be given outsourced. Both will be done, and they'll check both the reports. Why? Because there should not be any mutual understanding, right? So that internal also will be done based on the severity of the what we can say that cyber attack. They'll
Sure,
come
Manik.
insurer will decide on what to
Right.
how to go ahead with that. It is up to the insurer.
Director Lepok, sir.
Sorry.
Hi, Richard. Krishna here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about the cyber insurance. So now, as an organization or a specific business unit, if they want to
Yeah.
go for cyber insurance, what would be the initial approach? Because now, to get an insurance, first we have to go with uh, the dollar value for all the each assets. Uh, Without dollar value, we can't identify what would be the financial loss. So what is the high level or the initial kickoff, like the approach to implement or purchase an insurance?
Not only purchasing of insurance, why we have to declare that as we said, no, for insurance you have to provide all the details. What are the controls is implemented over there? What are the systems you have? What are the type of what is the quality of what restrictions you have given? What type of what networks you are using? Everything will be analyzed by them. We have to declare this. These are the things, and what are the data which has been to be protected. Not only the physical things or networks. What we are giving. What is the data we are handling? What you want to cover? How much volume you have? Is it a low risk category or it is a very sensitive data? Sensitive data, which includes health also, it's health related details. As we said, no, there's a health. Now we can say that Star Health and Tata I think there is a breach, a big breach. It has been identified by the regulator. Now they are under surveillance. Okay, the level, what type of data we are maintaining?
Right. So like
That
we classify based on the assets, data, and
Yes,
each area.
assets, yes, assets as well as the data which to be protected
Yeah,
and
okay.
the volume also. Not only, for example, I'm having only 1 lakh data is there. Someone other company is having around crores. one one hack or one incident will take out the entire and whatever 1 crore data. For that also it will differ.
Uh, just another one more question is like now when we take as an organization, so
Yeah,
it doesn't mean the organization will be they're doing business in one single country. They'll be
yeah,
have their operations in multiple country. So now as a insurance, we will be considering the country level insurance.
yeah, sure. Why? Because as I said, no, that EU, if you are not working from there also, if you are accessing from India, we will be forced to implement GDPR, whatever regulation that should be there. That only they is to check. Whatever it might be, it will be there. And for example, in our country, where the server should not be maintained, one of the third party audit I went, okay, sorry, vendor third party management audit I went, and when I checked, no, I found everything is okay. There is some little bit this patch, and there are some controls over there. This not properly maintained. Everything we have identified and we have reported that. But finally, the critical part is the server has been placed in foreign country. That will give a will categorize. No, you will be knowing that high risk, low risk, and medium and low risk. Whatever the control measures it might be that will be categorized as middle sorry medium risk, but the server part, if it is there, immediately we gave some penalty to them, and they have transferred entire thing to India.
Got it.
So as we said, no, it is an Indian what rule that data should not be, it is a thing which has been passed also there, okay, our data should not be maintained in overseas. But this person has maintained that data overseas. That means abroad. They have some XY countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is multiple countries, then every country, whatever the law is there, that it should be considered during taking the policy. That will be considered by the insurer itself.
Yeah. Richard, so, there is a question from my end.
Yeah,
I am an
please.
independent consultant, right?
Okay,
Under this, I give a lot of advisory services to independent companies or a group of companies.
fine, sir.
Is there anything called by name professional indemnity or liability exclusively for me to immune myself from any such lawsuits? I may give some advisory services to an organization. They may or they may not follow. But at the end of the day, I don't want them to be immuting me. I want to get myself immunized by a policy, even though I offer the best of the services. For some reason, they may not be implementing it.
Okay.
Is there any such policies in cyber insurance, like professional liability or indemnity?
Um, I don't have much idea about that individual things, sir. I have to check and I can update
No
on
problem.
you on a separate thing. Okay, why?
Not
Because
a
in
problem. This is
India,
some
as of in India, I don't have any idea that individual has been whether in latest time whether it has been implemented. That I have to check and I have to update you on this, sir. Sure, I'll be update to Subramaniam sir on this. It has been
fine.
noted and will be updating you on this, sir.
Yeah. One more question from my end before I hand it over to others. Is the cyber insurance looked at the same way for both IT network and also the operational technology network, like we call industrial automation control system network? Is it the same way or how is it?
Yeah, that it will be same, but how as for example, we can say that as a network and IT related, that whether network is weak or the work which we are doing, that is very important, and the data which we are for example, we can say the company might be outsource the data, right?
Hmm.
Outsource a particular process, not data process. For that, they have to give the entire data of their customer base to that particular third party to process it. So that whatever the what we can say SLA. service level agreement. That should be proper. Everything will be done. And that also, we saw, no, it's a first party or third party types of policies. Whether it's direct first party means first party, whether it should be covered for third party also, then what are the measures has been implemented, risk measures has been controls and measures has been implemented by the third party also,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
If it is
Okay.
also sure, it's a first party and second party. If it is first party only, then I need not, if a breach has been happened by a outsourced person, then the company has to take care of all the losses or whatever the cost to be settled over there, that should be taken away. Only the policy, if it is issued for first party, the issues which is happened by them or during that, if it is like that, even the company only has to get. Why? Because you said, yeah, it is only first party we have covered.
Hmm. Okay. So, Subramanian sir, I have, if you can help me understand this question.
Yeah.
We know that these OT networks are only run by few manufacturers, like it could be Siemens or Rockwell Automation, Brennan Rout, and all these people.
Yeah.
They, as a manufacturer, and they are only probably implementing this in the first place to oil and gas or energy sectors, and then it's been given to the operational people in the field.
Right.
For everything, you go back to them because you can't do anything. No anomalies. Everything you are dependent on your the OEM.
Correct.
In the event of something happening, any disruption because of the OEM's fault, should I have to preempt that in my insurance for OT network? Should I have to cover the third parties limitation also, or how it is to be done, sir? If you can.
The 100%. See, I'll tell you something. When it comes to the OT networks, okay, we have something called as an common criteria, ISO 15408.
Hmm.
15408 is something that is applicable for any other product. Now, if, for example, I am an, let's say, an energy sector, okay, I'm actually procuring a particular appliance, okay, which might have a firmware vulnerability also. Now, it is also my responsibility to ensure that the appliance that is actually coming to me, okay, is like a clean chip. See, at the point of me purchase, for example, we are on 3rd of November 2024. Today, if I'm going to purchase, what all the vulnerabilities I know as of today, okay, should have been fixed when they're going to give it to me. That is my understanding. Okay.
Yes.
Said that, see, tomorrow there could be some vulnerability that could be discovered. So I have this annual maintenance contract with the OEM wherein they have to supply me with a patch. Everything is being done. When I'm going to purchase this appliance from a third party, it is also my responsibility to ensure that this right to audit, right to penetration test, right to do all these things. All these things are done by me, okay, and I can also do it regularly, but they should give me the test cases and the proof that, okay, they have ensured this, the software development life cycle, okay, that security is being taken care, and they have done the complete comprehensive testing along with the test report is what I will actually take the product. Now, having done all this thing, okay, now when it comes to the cyber insurance for OT, it's much more expensive because most of the components, okay, that are in OT, okay, are not something that could be upgraded, regularly. Okay, let me tell you an example. One of the best of the international airports in the world, okay, there, if that is the case with that particular airport, any airport in the world are prone for the same vulnerability. The air traffic control always works on legacy system and the legacy application. Okay, now there is no way you can patch it or do whatever you want. Okay, the only security that they have is this system. Okay, that is going to control the air traffic ATC is on a work group but not a domain. So even physically, if somebody wants to attack it, okay, like technically somebody wants to attack it, they cannot attack it because it's isolated from the complete network. If they want to attack it, they have to physically go to the air traffic control to launch an attack, which is impossible. Only way it's possible, you have to drop a bomb or something on coming through a flight. Okay. Now, most of this OT are confined, okay, only for the operations. Okay. For example, 2 weeks back, I was also mentioning in today's class there's aluminum factory in Bahrain for which I was conducting the ISO 27001. The entire factory operations is designed in such a way, even if there is going to be a cyber attack, the plant operations are not impacted. That means even if IT is down for a week's time, okay, it will not impact the plant. IT operations are different, plant operations are different. See, even if you have been following the recent attacks on the critical infrastructure in the United States, they say water facility in that particular state has been subjected to a cyber attack, but it did not impact the water supply for the complete state.
Okay.
Now, what they're actually doing is the critical infrastructure, okay, especially the IT component of it, is designed in such a way it is managing the operation, but it's acting in a silo. The human machine interface is just feeding the data, so that even see we are trying our level best to ensure that okay the component that we are going to incorporate as part of the SCADA or ICS okay is going to be is flawless or vulnerability less, free, whatever it is. But in spite of all that, if something is going to get discovered tomorrow, if a cyber criminal is going to target it, okay, it's always ensured that this is not going to impact actual operations of the plant. Okay. I always tell them now you maintain a copy of a backup which is offline and all this thing. Okay, and usually these type of critical infrastructure, okay, they are not B2C. That means there's no customer data that is being extorted and sold on the dark web. No, so because they're all energy sector and all right. So at most the data that they would have, it might belong to their employee or it might belong to the vendor and all. Okay, so there's no credit card details. Okay, so maybe the email could be disclosed or the mobile number could be disclosed. Okay, so there's a control that you can actually have. But whenever it is a critical infrastructure, trust me, the cyber insurance will be at least 2 or 3 times more than what we are paying for the conventional infrastructure.
Okay. That is exactly what I wanted to know, sir.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Very, very expensive. In fact, in that particular case, I will also try to pull the head of IT from this Bahrain aluminum company to speak to us. Okay, maybe you can speak to him on how the technologies are.
Yeah, that would be very helpful, sir.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do that. Okay, thank you, Ganesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Richard.
Yes, sir. And this is, I think, this is also owners there, as you asked, no? HDFC individual, it is there, and as well as in SBI general also, cyber wallet edge plan is there. That you can
Okay. Sure, sir.
buy it.
Good to know.
Sorry.